So you want an industrial style flying machine sugarcane farm. Well, this is the design for you. I think this is the design that everyone is going to start using as soon as zero tick farms get removed from the game. This is just a small version of what you can build with this style of farm. You can obviously make it as long as you want and collect a lot more sugarcane than this. As you can see in the chat, I was messing around with the rates and we were getting about 400 sugarcane per hour with this small design. That's a lot of free emeralds if you have a villager breeder or a trade with a villager with paper. And it's also a lot of rockets if you want to set up a rocket shop on your server. I think this is going to be the go-to design when zero tick farms get removed. And I know that I made some mistakes in my last flying machine sugarcane farm video. That's why I wanted to make this one. I wanted to make this video a lot easier to follow, and I wanted to make a even better design than the design that I had in that video. Cool, so let's stop messing around and let's get right into how to build this thing. I just wanted to shout out this comment really quick because I thought this was a really nice comment for someone to leave. If you want your comment to be highlighted in the future, all you got to do is leave a nice comment on this video. If you guys want to talk to me or have any questions for me, the best way to contact me is through the Discord, which is linked below. Okay, let's get back into the content. Okay, so to start off the design, you need to look for a very open place. And then we're just going to dig out a little area right here where we're going to put our chest. So this is going to be the output chest of all the sugarcane. Go ahead and put a hopper into that, and let's make the area where the hoppers are actually going to go into the chest 3 wide. And you don't need to do that. You could just keep it 1 or even 2. This is just to make it so that it can collect all the sugarcane faster. Now, this length is going to be 10 wide from here down to the end. So we're going to make a 3 by 10 hole, and we're going to fill it with hoppers that all go into this chest right here. So now it should look like this, a 10 by 3 area, and then we're going to build up the walls. The walls are actually going to be over this chest, but that is fine. Okay, and now I've put down power rail that is 16 long going this way. Not all of this needs to be power rail, but these 3, 4, 5 definitely do. And we're going to power the rails underneath this block right here. Actually, we might do it a little bit down. So I'll do the math and I'll see where we're going to actually put the power input for the rail. So it looks like if we power this one, it goes the whole length, and that's exactly what we want. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it under this block, but you just need to make sure that anywhere where you put power rail, you have it powered, and you can just put in some normal rail in here too. It doesn't all have to be power rail, but then you're going to have to put in multiple power sources because you're going to need power rail on at least the ends. And then the rest after this block right here, so the rest down could just be normal rail, except for that one on the end right there, and it'll still work. So now I'm going to put power rail down on all of these spots all the way till the end. So we're going to put down 10 rows of the power rail. Okay, so it should look like this now, and I made mine 16 blocks long, but you can make yours longer. It just depends on how long or how big of a sugarcane farm you really want. So the next step now is to dig down under these blocks here and just dig a tunnel all the way to the other side of them. And now we just need to put power sources underneath every single one of these blocks. So just like this. Now when we come up top, we can see that every single one of these is powered, which is great. That is exactly what we want. Next, we need to get a full block and put it on the end of every single one of the rails on both sides. And then I'm going to use glass along this end right here just so that we can see into the farm, or just into the bottom here, and we can actually see if any of the minecarts get stuck or not. Now that we have all that in place, we can go ahead and put the hopper minecarts on each of the rails like so. Now that all of that is done, what we need to do is fill this whole layer with grass, dirt, or there's a couple of other things that you can grow sugarcane on, but I recommend just using grass. Now that we have all the grass in place and it is all good to go, what we need to do is start placing half slabs with water buckets in the half slab like that, so that now we have a water source, so now we can put the sugarcane down. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and build up a layer around the grass, just so that when we do make the little cups or the half slabs that we're going to put the water in, the water will stay in there and it's not going to like leave and pour out over the side. because I did that on the first one and it just poured out, and that could get messy and annoying really quick. So I'm going to go ahead and just start filling all these in. So this is the pattern I went with for the water. You can copy this pattern if you want. Just pause the screen so you can get the pattern down. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient pattern or not. I didn't, sit here and think about it for too long. I just wanted to try and get the most sugarcane on this platform as possible. And what's good about this is no matter where the sugarcane falls, whether it falls in that water or it falls anywhere else on the board, it's going to get picked up and put into the chest over here. Okay, so I'm going to try and make this flying machine without actually messing it up this time. So to do that, we know that one arm has to come all the way out this way. And the other arm is going to be out this way. So that's the start of the flying machine. It looks good so far. Go ahead and put sticky pistons on either side like that. And when you put the observers down, make sure they're facing into the slime block and not the sticky piston. So it should look like that. Let me get that back on there. And then that one should be like that. So that is the flying machine made. So then what we need is a way to stop this thing. So we need to put an immovable block there. Now you could just use a furnace. It would be a lot cheaper if you used a furnace. Furnaces can't be moved by flying machines, but I'm just going to use obsidian because it looks better. All we need is a repeater set to 2 ticks right there. We need a dot of redstone dust, and then we're going to put an iron trap door on his face, but I'm not going to do that yet because it will trigger the flying machine. We need to build this on the other side first. When you come over to the other side, make sure that you build the immovable block up to where it's supposed to be and then 2 blocks back. We're going to need an observer on this spot right here looking that way. So it should give us a space to where these all the slime blocks are going to be over the edge, so that it makes sure that all of this sugarcane gets broken. So yeah, it should look like this on this side. As you can see on this side, this one is also 1 block back from where we have that spruce planks. So it should look like that. Put the repeater on, set the 2 ticks, put the redstone dust right behind that. Get your iron trap door and put that, shift click that onto the front of the repeater like so. And then we can put a lever on this thing to turn it on and off. And now all we need to do to start this thing is put the iron trap door there. And now this thing's pretty much done. We just need to build up the walls around it. As you can see, it returns there. It's going to go over there and come back. I'm going to turn it off for now. And let's build up the walls. So I'm going to build up the walls with glass. And actually, to make this thing a little bit easier, I'm going to replace the slime blocks on the end right here with glass. So that's an easy little switch we're going to make. And that allows us to just fill in all of these sides with glass instead of having to use leaf blocks on some of the sides. So right now what I've done is I built up the walls 3 high on both of the sides. And I left this little area right here for the slime or the flying machine to dock. So you have to put in leaves on that space right there because the slime blocks are going to touch it right there. On this side, we do need leaves all the way across everywhere where the slime blocks are going to touch, because if you put glass there, the flying machine is not going to work. But then we can go ahead and fill these in with glass like so. As you can see, I now did that to both sides, and now this thing is all done. So that's all there is to it. It's a lot simpler than the other design I had, and you can obviously make it as long as you want. If you keep this pattern going, the flying machine will go forever. And you'll just need to make the rails on the bottom a little bit longer too. But yeah, I'm going to test this thing for a little bit and see the results that we get. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this industrial flying machine sugarcane farm. When 0 ticks get removed, this is going to be the go-to design for sugarcane. You can get unlimited emeralds from your villagers now. So I hope you're making tons of emeralds because I was able to help you out. If you enjoyed this one or you learned something new, definitely leave a like. That helps me out a lot. And if you want to see more Minecraft automation and stay up to date with all of my adventures in Strangecraft, definitely subscribe, and I'll see you around in the next video. Okay, cool. Bye-bye for now.